Aliens and UFOs are demonic. This isn't a theory, it's what all the evidence points to. When you look into the topics of alien abduction and alien contact, you find a group of individuals who are purposely contacting these entities, and what you find is these people are using new age and occult spiritual means to contact these beings. Through astral projection, meditation, psychedelic drugs, and even occult rituals, people are making contact with these entities. So through occult practices that God warned against, people make contact with these entities, and when they start harassing and attacking these people, or people opened wrong spiritual doors in other areas.
Over 100 years ago, a man named Aleister Crowley, a Satanist and occultist, did a ritual called the Aleister working. He claimed to open a portal to another dimension, and what he saw was not an alien, but it was a demon as he classified. He sketched it and called it Lamb. When you look at this drawing, it's a being with a big head, thin neck, and almond-shaped eyes. If you compare it to what people describe as gray aliens today or Roger from American Dad, it's the exact same thing. That was in 1918, before Hollywood movies, before UFO sightings were mainstream, before Roswell. Crowley tapped into the demonic realm and met the same beings people now call aliens. This shows you this isn't new. This is ancient, it's spiritual, it's demonic, as people would say. Aliens, UFOs, abductions, these words are everywhere on Netflix, the government, hearings, pop culture. People think the truth is finally being revealed, and people think that we may need to learn something from these aliens.
Maybe. Oh, don't be silly. You can trust us. If that's true, what's the motivation? That's what I always hear. Why would they lie? What's the motivation, Rob? Well, this is just my thoughts on it. First, get people to doubt Yahuwah's word by destroying the very foundation of our Bible, Genesis, specifically the creation account. Second, set up a new paradigm where God is out and science is in. Evolution removes Yahuwah from the equation. When evolution finally runs its course and becomes utterly bankrupt, introduce the idea of intelligent design, but deny the true designer his due credit, and place it rather on ancient aliens. 4, promote the ancient alien theme as much as possible in all forms of media by perpetuating the concept of Earth as a tiny blue marble, insignificant blue marble, by the way, orbiting an average sun in an average galaxy among trillions of other galaxies in an ever-expanding universe. With so much potential for life to exist in such a vast expanse, the idea of ancient aliens or ancient scientists, alien scientists, being our creators seems a lot more plausible over time and heavy indoctrination. The stage is set for our alien creators to return and bestow upon us their miraculous signs and wonders in order to convince us all the more that all religions are false. We then put our trust in them. Finally, when Christ does return, we are all convinced that he is the enemy and our united world gathers together to make war with him. That's just my thoughts on it. About what, if there is a grand conspiracy, what would the motivation be?
Or because of the evolution theory and the thought that the world is so vast, there could be endless possibilities and opportunities because the evolution theory is in place. Because we live in such a vast, everlasting space, which isn't true, we live in a firmament. But the reason the government is so obsessed with evolution, you can take the Most High out of the picture. You can control the narrative of human origin. They say we came from monkeys. Then they hint that aliens seeded life on Earth. Either way, the Most High is erased. Theory of evolution was never about science, it was about rebellion. In school, they teach you evolution as fact, but there's no real proof. This is all programming to make you look to the sky for alien saviors instead of the Most High in heaven. Evolution is their weapon to erase the knowledge of the Most High. UFO propaganda is their stage show to prepare mankind for the Antichrist. The so-called alien agenda is nothing but demons repackaged for a modern generation. Babylon wants to distract you from the Most High, deceive you with evolution, and prepare the world for Satan's final deception. But those who know the truth and the Most High and walk in the Spirit won't be shaken by this. You can't fall from the lie because you see what's going on. We are talking about ancient Nephilim spirits, because giants and extraterrestrials do exist, but these are not made in the image of the Most High, because humans that are made in the image of the Most High contain real blood, and we die once, and we don't live super long. We are regular humans. When you get to aliens and extraterrestrials, these are vessels for spirits, okay? They weren't meant to exist. So because they weren't meant to exist, they only have evil in their heart. There's no such thing as good aliens or good demons. All of these things are bad. The fact that Aleister Crowley was doing rituals like sex rituals with children and other rituals with L. Ron Hubbard and Jack Parsons contacting and drawing these exact same entities that they're portraying as quote unquote aliens, it shows you that they're communicating with these beings, and these beings are giving them information to tell people, to deceive people, because there's nothing but evil in their hearts. When you're not human and you're just a vessel, you will have evil continually in your heart. Don't be deceived. Aliens are not our creators. They are not our saviors. They are fallen demons in disguise. They are vessels for the Nephilim spirits, or they're just demons in itself. The same spirits that deceived mankind in the days of Noah and the Nephilim spirits are still doing it now, and there's a lot of evil in high places. So stay awake, read the word, pray for discernment, and remember, when the world cries out for aliens, just know that this is really demons. Once they start putting holograms in the sky and try to make it look like it's the second coming of Jesus, but it's actually the Antichrist, just know that these are actually demons, and the government knows what they are doing.
Is there the possibility of human life in other universes? It is possible. I believe some of what is called alien visitation or life from other planets could be demonic. It could be beings not from another solar system, but from another reality, that they're entering in from the invisible realm, and they are masquerading as beings to be worshipped, to be adored, to be pursued, to be obeyed. And sometimes when the reports of the aliens, I don't know if you've seen those shows like on the History Channel or whatever it is on ancient aliens, like everybody on there should be drug tested. But they will give an indication that if these things exist, they seem to defy the laws of gravity, that their crafts can shift and move at speeds, and that they defy what we know as the reality of physics in our universe. So then some speculate, well, they must be from another realm. Well, if they exist, and I'm open to that possibility, but I'm not certain of it, could it not be demonic powers, principalities, and spirits?